The year was 1865. The American Civil War had just ended, leaving the South in ruins. From the ashes of Confederate defeat rose a new threat: the Ku Klux Klan. Founded in Pulaski, Tennessee, the Klan began as a social club for former Confederate soldiers. However, this seemingly innocuous beginning masked a sinister truth. The Klan quickly transformed into a vigilante group, their sights set on terrorizing newly freed Black Americans. Driven by white supremacy and a desire to maintain racial hierarchy, the Klan sought to undermine Reconstruction efforts. They aimed to intimidate Black citizens and their white allies, preventing them from exercising their newfound freedoms. Their methods were brutal and ruthless, employing violence, intimidation, and murder as tools of oppression. The Klan's reign of terror would cast a long shadow over the South, leaving an indelible mark on American history. The Reconstruction era was a time of immense social and political upheaval in the American South. As Black Americans sought to rebuild their lives and embrace their newly acquired rights, the Ku Klux Klan emerged as a violent force determined to maintain white supremacy. The Klan's tactics during this period were nothing short of barbaric. Lynchings, whippings, and arson became commonplace as the Klan sought to instill fear and subjugation. They targeted Black churches, schools, and businesses, aiming to dismantle any progress made towards racial equality. The Klan's reign of terror was often met with impunity, as local law enforcement either turned a blind eye or actively colluded with the Klan's activities. It was a dark chapter in American history, a stark reminder of the fragility of freedom and the enduring legacy of racial hatred. The early 20th century witnessed a resurgence of the Ku Klux Klan, fueled by a wave of nativism and xenophobia that swept across America. This second iteration of the Klan, while echoing the white supremacist ideology of its predecessor, expanded its targets to include a broader range of perceived threats. Immigrants, Catholics, Jews, and anyone deemed un-American became victims of the Klan's reign of terror. The Klan's growth during this period was staggering. Fueled by propaganda that played on fears of social change and economic insecurity, the Klan's membership swelled into the millions. They infiltrated law enforcement, government, and other institutions of power, using their influence to further their agenda of hate and discrimination. The Second Klan's rise to prominence served as a stark reminder of the insidious nature of prejudice and the ease with which fear and intolerance could grip a nation. Section 4. The Fight for Civil Rights, the Third Klan, and Modern Resistance. The mid-20th century marked a turning point in the fight for racial equality in America. As the civil rights movement gained momentum, challenging segregation and discrimination, the Ku Klux Klan once again emerged from the shadows. This third iteration of the Klan, while smaller in number than its predecessors, remained just as committed to violence and intimidation. The Klan's targets during this period were those at the forefront of the civil rights movement. Civil rights activists, both Black and white, faced the Klan's wrath. Churches were bombed, homes were firebombed, and activists were murdered. The Klan's violence during this period, often carried out with the tacit approval of local law enforcement, shocked the nation and galvanized support for the civil rights movement. Section 5. Symbols of Hate, Unmasking the Klan's Ideology. The Ku Klux Klan has long shrouded itself in secrecy, employing symbols and rituals designed to intimidate and instill fear. The Klan's iconic white robes and hoods, often worn during their nocturnal gatherings and acts of terror, serve as a chilling reminder of their legacy of hate. These garments, intended to conceal their identities, have become synonymous with racial terror and oppression. The burning cross, another potent symbol of the Klan, represents their twisted ideology. Often erected at Klan rallies and during acts of intimidation, the burning cross serves as a visceral reminder of the Klan's message of hate. These symbols, imbued with a long and violent history, continue to evoke fear and revulsion, serving as a stark reminder of the enduring threat of racial hatred. Section 6. The Klan Today, a fading but persistent threat. The Ku Klux Klan, once a powerful force in American society, has seen its influence wane in recent decades. Membership has dwindled, and its public displays of hate have become increasingly rare. However, it would be a mistake to dismiss the Klan as a relic of the past. While their numbers may have diminished, their ideology of hate persists. In recent years, There have been attempts by various Klan factions to rebrand themselves, often adopting less overt displays of racism and aligning themselves with broader anti-government or white nationalist movements. They have also sought to exploit online platforms to spread their message of hate and recruit new members. The Klan's enduring presence, however diminished, serves as a reminder of the need for continued vigilance against all forms of intolerance and discrimination.